Hey, what's up? Welcome back. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to configure this. And the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you're using an order type page. So if you guys haven't already done so, make sure to add a new step, choose an order style page. You can choose a template and then just start from there, or you can start from scratch. Put a background on there, do all that fun stuff. So I'm going to go into this page. I'm not going to build this out by from scratch right here in front of you guys. I think you'll get a little bit bored, but what I am going to do is show you exactly what I did to make this work. And then while I'm at it, I'm actually going to add a couple elements that I saw we missed. So first, you're going to have your order page, set it up how you want, set up your sections. You're going to have a section up here at the top, and it's going to include whatever you want. You don't have to name it anything in particular. This can have all your sales copy, whatever it is that you want. You could even put this into a pop-up if you wanted, and it should work there. I don't see any reason why it would not. All right, so the next thing, this is where we're going to start getting this is where things are going to start. I don't want to say they're going to get complicated. This is just where things are going to start running into that configuration phase for this add-on, for the three-step add-on. Okay, so we're going to have different rows. Okay, so let me do this. I'm actually going to hide this. I'm actually going to hide. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to hide rows. We're going to hide this one, I think it is. Yep. So when you first build this page out, my recommendation, make sure that you have the this little element here, which is the product selector, and it probably easiest just to have it just outside of the three steps, and then create a little three rows: row 1, row 2, row 3, and name them step 1, step 2, step 3. Put some background in there. That way it's got a little bit of flair. It kind of sticks out. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to name each one of these 3 rows. These are 3 separate rows. Okay, so we're going to name these appropriately. This one is actually going to be, you're going to go to the hashtag down here, and you're going to click on this and name the CSS title or the CSS info for this, and it's going to be called step-1-headline. Okay, guess what? You could probably take a wild guess what the other 2 are going to be: step-2 and step-3-headline. Okay, and then you're going to click on update. So an easy way for me to lay that out for you guys, if I click on rows and click on manage, you'll actually be able to see what we named all of these. So you're going to see step 1. The ones that we created here are step-1 headline, step-2 headline, step-3 headline. Okay, and you'll see here, if you're paying attention, you'll see that there's other ones in here that are named step-1 row, step-2 row, and step-3 row, and that's what I'm about to show you guys. That's where a lot of the configuration goes. So let's do this. I'm going to open up all these other ones and show all of these other rows. And we're just going to show all of those, 1, 2, and 3, so that you guys can see all of the nitty-gritty information that goes in here. All right, so we added 2 input fields. All right, so you'll see that this is a row and then this is a row. So you got basically 6 rows. Row 1 is a header. Row 2 is going to have information in it. In this case, it's just 2 input fields. This one, in this case, one, what's your full name, what's your email address. Of course, go into these, make sure that you're naming the input fields appropriately, and if you want them to be required, go ahead and do that. The only one that should be required in order for the page to submit would be the email address. So this, and actually, if you choose email address, it'll force it to be required. Okay, so you can go through there, make these look how you want. I think these might have some themes applied to them. And then you're going to put a button down here. The button does not need an action. So you'll actually notice you can change the next step, but you don't actually need any kind of action. Right now it's just set to go to a website URL, and it's set to hashtag. So the code that we're going to put in, the add-on code, is actually going to set it up to it's just going to go to the next. It's just going to open up the next section when you click on next step, which is kind of cool. Hey, real quick, one more thing on the whole button setup. I wanted to point this out. You will need to add a CSS title for your button. So for your step 1, you'll actually have to go to the hashtag down here in the corner, and you'll need to title this step-1-button in order for the code to pick this button up. Okay, so make sure for that step-1-button, that's going to be for the first button, and then the second and third button will also need to be named appropriately as well. So for step 2, you're going to actually name that one step-2-button, and then as you're completing this step, this one will actually be set, the action will be set to submit the order page, and I'll talk about this later in the video, but you're also going to want to name this one as well, step-3-button, and of course make sure to hit that update button so that everything saves. So that's how that works. And then you would, of course, like I said previously, you're going to name that row. Don't forget to do this part. Step-1-row, and then click update. Okay, so each one of these 6 rows that we're creating are going to have their own individual title. And I'll show them to you again before we're done. So in this one, we just have the billing information. That was it. And then, I mean, if you want to add something else in there, maybe you want to have a custom code, you want to ask for a phone number or some other information, this is your opportunity to ask for that information. And then, of course, you would put another button in here, and you could put whatever information you want on there, next step, whatever verbiage, and then that's it. And of course, don't associate this with any type of action, and that's it. This one is, of course, called step-2-row. So go down to that hashtag and name that CSS info title step-2-row and click the update button. Okay, so hopefully you guys are still tracking. I've got two headline rows. These ones are called headlines. Step-1-headline, step-2-headline, and then the rows are step-1-row, and this one's step-2-row. I'm going to keep on saying that even if it's redundant, guys, just to make sure it's kind of driven home, okay? The same thing with step 3. This is step-3-headline, and then, of course, we have the information in this row. We put a bump in here, and then the last thing we're going to do, because before I made the demo for this one, I apparently completely forgot to add in the credit card element. So we're going to add that in here, and that way they can click on the information here. They've got an order element and the order summary down here, so people can see ultimately what's in this cart. Okay, and just to make this lean and clean, I'm going to make this a one field layout, and I think it looks good that way. And then this down here, the last button will need to have the action set to submit the page, or it's not going to submit. So you could actually name this button submit order, or yes, submit order now or something, right? And then that's pretty much it. Not gonna lie. All right, so once you've got all that information in there, we'll hit save, and then that's pretty much it as far as the configuration goes. One more thing you will want to do, I totally forgot about this, is make sure you hide these 2 sections. If I can get this right. Remember, go to the row, go down here to hide that section, and then we're gonna hide this one as well by clicking the little eyeball down there. So when you save this and you send people to this website or to this landing page, this is what they're going to see. And then when they click on the next step, it's going to automatically unlock these next 2 sections. Okay, so actually this isn't going to work until we add our code. So I'm going to show you that in the next video, and then I'll take you through another quick run through just so you guys can see how this works. Okay.